It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Falcons and the Bengals coming up next.
Named for the legendary coach and co-founder of the Bengals, here's a good look at Paul Brown Stadium on the riverfront in Cincinnati. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Atlanta Falcons and the Cincinnati. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Matt Ryan, the longtime Falcon, a veteran who's been in the league since '08, ready to guide this Atlanta offense.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
Meanwhile, Ryan's throw into the hands of Pitts here. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They will run for the first time here with White. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. From midfield now, here's Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Pushes him aside at the 45. It's the 45 before he's brought down. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Now Joe Mixon bulldozes past him, and he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores, and you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
On second down, here's Mixon, and that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. From midfield now, Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. This is taken at the 15. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Ryan. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Ryan. That's complete to White. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 45-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Ryan will throw again. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. And the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And what a great call defensively there because they decided to bring pressure off the corner. And a lot of times, those big linemen, they can't account for the speed of a defensive back. And that time, he made a beeline right for the quarterback and got him. The cat blitz, tough to defend.
After the sack on 1st down, Ryan. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. In by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. That time a 6-play drive, and the Falcons score to cap it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago. Their 2nd straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along. And from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively. And this team now has an identity. And they're playing to it and playing well.
Dancing away at the 35. And he's got a Bengals 1st down as he gets it up past the 35.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. That complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Burrow, man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. To the air again, Burrow. Got a man open, it's Chase. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 23. Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in by Adams. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This is caught, and they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. Mixon trying to punch it in, and he'll take this into the end zone for the Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Evan McPherson for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Takes it at the 7. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Get ready. Get ready.
The Falcons ready to take over. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. On third down, Ryan. And that is incomplete. The Falcons send out their punter. Back deep, D.D. Westbrook. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Bengals drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They will throw on first down with Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. And they go play action now. Burrow. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bengals add on to their lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
McPherson now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. To throw again is Ryan. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 41. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them the chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Joe Mixon and the Bengal offense ready to go back to work. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
This is Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Burrow. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. McPherson on for the point after. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Matt Ryan and the Falcons getting ready to go again here on offense. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get them back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that second touchdown now. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. To throw is Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On second down, Davis. It's a first down and more for Davis. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 31 yards there and a first down. Think he's got some unfinished business after taking that all the way down to the 1?
There's no doubt in his mind that he has unfinished business. How upset would he be, even though he won't show it, if the play call comes in, quarterback keeper, bootleg, maybe someone else carrying the football. He's done the heavy lifting. Let him take it across the goal line.
Davis, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Mike Davis, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Falcons get a bit closer. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Now D.D. Westbrook to return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Joe Burrow and the Bengals set to go back on offense. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught at the 20. And mark him down all the way inside the Atlanta 20. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
And that throw, wow, 72 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Kamale Correa gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Second and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
McPherson's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. To throw again on second down, Ryan. That's caught left side, the tight end Pitts. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the gun on third down, Ryan. That's complete to White. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back to Mixon on second down. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the gun on third down is Burrow. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. One heck of a third down conversion. 33 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. A handoff to Mixon. Mixon with a 1st down and more. And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston, where it was the Texans who picked up the victory at home. Deshaun Watson leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Denver Broncos. Teddy Bridgewater, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last as we head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. Dak Prescott, strong as usual in the victory as his guys run their record now to 7-3. Next, a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Falcons. And they've definitely been able to exploit some holes in that opposing secondary as they threw for close to 200 yards in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. With it on the return now, here's Westbrook. And he returns this to the 22.
Let's go, boy. Bring it.
Here again comes Joe Burrow and the offense for the Bengals. And he's getting close to that number 300. That's always kind of the benchmark for a great game for a quarterback, isn't it? 300 yards?
Similar to a runner going over 100 yards or a receiver having a 100-yard-plus day. For a quarterback to throw for over 300 yards or hit that number, that kind of separates you a little bit from just the average guys in the league. This puts you up there in the elites, and that's where everyone wants to be.
And a big reason why they're winning, obviously, too. Mixon will get it to start the second half. He was brought down there by Will Parks.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he's got a Bengals first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. His throw incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now it's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 45-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He hits his target, the tight end Adams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Powering forward. Open space inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And this is why more and more teams are getting their wide receivers involved in the running game. When you've got playmakers on the perimeter, you've got to get creative and find ways to get the ball in their hands. And here, this is a great job to get that initial contact and turn it into a big play.
They're going to run this with a tight end. Stops short, down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. And now they will throw it with Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And McPherson on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A 10-play drive that time, and it ends with a Bengals score. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So we get set to start this 3rd quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
On 2nd down now, it's Davis, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Jay Tufele, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands. Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Come on, let's go.
So here are the Bengals set to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, Mixon. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here, so for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Atlanta regains possession of the football.
And this has not been their best half so far. They're down double digits already and now forced to operate from inside their own 5.
And what they have to do now is not curse their fate as much as focus on the task at hand. Inside their own 5-yard line, they've got to be careful of taking care of the football and not turning it over for the defense to score additional points.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short game. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Now here's a throw that's complete. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a 1st down.
Play action for Davis. Now Ryan. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Looking for Shepard deep.
And yet again, Ryan is intercepted.
Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Bengals are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
She's been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Burrow. He's got his man. This is Tate. That catch good for only a couple. Three quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've had good success. 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. McPherson's kick is good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Take it in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jay Tufele make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense. And that entire team, but really this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And notice you used the word sparked, because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Here's Ryan to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. And out now, here come the Bengals. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's a give to Mixon. Oh, nice move at midfield. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the 1st. 121 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On 1st down, Mixon. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Joe Mixon, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Burrow will throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. Oh, the Falcons fly in and they block it. Now it's picked up near midfield. Taking it right down Broadway. And they'll take possession here just inside the 30 at the 29-yard line.
Applaud the play. That tells me the effort is still there. They have not folded 10, decided this game is over, but they're in a really precarious situation even after that big momentum swing.
Yeah, I think the 10's pretty much folded, but like you said, they haven't given up yet, right? On first down, Ryan. And this is Shepard on the catch. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Check.
A first down carry for Davis. No gain on the play there, second down. Again, it's Davis. Powers through. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. So they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to punch it in with Davis. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Mike Davis. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead now down to 20. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Back to Mixon on second down. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. Now Bengals on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be 3rd and 5. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll run with Mixon. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 161 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll give it to Mixon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain. Give him 9 yards on the carry there. A good run. And now 2nd and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon taking it in from a yard out. And the Bengals are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Ryan. It's wearing the tight end with it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on second down. Ryan. He completes it to Ridley. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.